Prepare to be amazed and perhaps a little concerned as we dive into a story that showcases the unexpected impact of NASA's work on our daily lives. In a world where space exploration often steals the spotlight, we often overlook the vital role NASA plays in understanding our own planet and, more importantly, how it affects our health. Meet Daniel P. Johnson, a geographer at Indiana University, who, along with his team, has embarked on a unique mission, tracking Lyme disease by studying blowflies. Yes, you read that right. These researchers dissect the iridescent abdomens of blowflies, analyzing the contents of their guts to gain insights into the spread of Lyme disease on a warming planet. But here's where it gets controversial. NASA, the space agency we know and love, has become an unexpected hero in this story. Despite not being a public health agency, NASA's vast data collection has quietly revolutionized health research. From tracking disease outbreaks to monitoring air pollution amidst climate change, NASA's data has been a game changer. However, as the Trump administration proposes sweeping budget cuts, including those to NASA's Earth Sciences Division, experts fear the loss of these invaluable data sources and the halt of crucial research collaborations. Susan Annenberg, director of the George Washington University Climate and Health Institute, puts it best. NASA really enabled a whole new world of health research that the public health community hadn't been doing yet. NASA's mission to Earth involves monitoring what they call vital signs of the planet through satellites. These satellites provide data on groundwater levels, wildfires, global temperature trends, and more, all of which have direct implications for our health. For instance, NASA's data has helped researchers study the effects of environmental changes on various diseases, including malaria, avian flu, asthma, and even cognitive decline in the elderly and preterm birth. And this is the part most people miss. NASA also tracks air pollution and particulate matter, providing insights into the complex relationship between pollution and a warming planet. In the case of Lyme disease, Johnson and his team use NASA data to track the disease's spread by analyzing the guts of blowflies that feed on the DNA of white-footed mice, a reservoir for Lyme-causing bacteria. By understanding the prevalence of these mice, they can create a map of Lyme's presence and movement. But here's the catch. Without continued NASA funding, Johnson's research, now backed by his university and local health departments, would face significant challenges. John Haynes, a meteorologist and program manager at NASA's Earth Science Division, emphasizes the importance of their work. We have a constellation of over 20 satellites and sensors in Earth's orbit, continuously monitoring Earth's weather, climate, and environment. NASA makes this data freely available to researchers and public health agencies worldwide, ensuring that vital information reaches those who need it most. However, the future of this public health work is uncertain. The Trump administration's proposed budget cuts could bring NASA's spending back to 1961 levels, with devastating consequences for Earth science and public health research. The White House justifies these cuts as a refocus on space exploration, prioritizing missions to the Moon and Mars. But at what cost? As NASA staff opt for early retirements and the agency loses key personnel, including its chief scientist and senior climate advisor, Catherine Calvin, the impact on our understanding of the climate crisis and its public health implications could be catastrophic. While Republican lawmakers endorse the administration's vision, congressional appropriators have approved spending bills to maintain NASA's funding. Yet, the Trump administration's withholding of funds and the clear intent to continue doing so raises serious concerns. Some conservative policy thinkers, like Anthony Watts of the Heartland Institute, argue that NASA should not be involved in climate research at all, believing it should concentrate solely on space missions. But NASA's climate and public health work has far-reaching benefits. As Representative Zoe Lofgren, the top Democrat on the House Science, Space, and Technology Committee, points out, the climate crisis is a public health crisis, and fighting these crises will not happen in a vacuum. The impact of these proposed budget cuts could be vast, potentially axing specific programs within Earth sciences and hindering our ability to address critical public health issues. NASA's satellite imagery has been instrumental in developing tools to predict cholera outbreak risks in countries like Bangladesh, allowing health teams to take proactive measures. NASA data has also been used to study malaria, a widespread and often seasonal disease. As climate patterns shift, so does the timing and severity of the malaria season, adding complexity to the work of health teams. NASA satellites and computer modeling provide crucial support in mapping these changes. The focal point for much of this work is NASA's Health and Air Quality Applied Sciences team, HACAST, led by Tracy Holloway. Holloway has been studying how to utilize satellite data to fill environmental health knowledge gaps in rural areas where ground-based monitors for pollutants are scarce. Funding for HACAST's current work was approved by the Trump administration this year, but with no guarantees and no alternative financial support. The future of this crucial research is uncertain. Drew Shindell, a professor of earth science at Duke's Nicholas School of the Environment, has worked both at NASA and been funded by NASA. He believes that NASA's work in this area, while coordinated with other agencies to avoid duplication, is essential and should continue. So, as we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, can we afford to lose the invaluable insights and data that NASA provides for our public health and environmental understanding? The answer, quite simply, is no. Let's hope that the importance of NASA's earth science and public health research is recognized and supported, ensuring a healthier and more sustainable future for all.